like he read his opponent's mind. How can you say that, JR? Edge is one of the most exciting and dynamic superstars on the Raw roster. And I hope you don't travel to SmackDown with the way you slander him.
It doesn't appear that Edge is getting much love from this crowd tonight, and who can blame them? They're certainly not getting much from Edge.
So, JR, are you enjoying the match so far?
Yes, I am. I think these superstars are putting on one hell of an exhibition here tonight.
What's your favorite part of it so far?
I don't think it's happening yet. My favorite part of the match is this match has come to an abrupt end for that superstar.
Oh my gosh! He's been eliminated from the match! Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths were going to cross sooner or later. And I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to the corny expressions of yours. What the heck is a government mule anyway?
It's what you get beat like when you're in the middle of a slobber knocker. When you don't have the guts to stick around, you might run like a scalded dog with a case of the limber tape.
All right, enough! I'm getting a translator before I have to come out here with you again. Someone like Kid Cash beat in WWE. Shouldn't there be some sort of sign at the locker room entrance? You must be this big to enter?
Kid Cash might not be the biggest superstar on the roster, King, but he's got just as much fight in him as anyone else. It's not often you get to see a competitor with the speed and agility and raw athletic skill of Kid Cash.
Kid Cash can have all the speed and agility he wants, JR. Give me strength and size, innit? Saying, JR? Don't try to change the subject just because you know I'm right.
I'm a raw man through and through, but I'd be lying if I said I wouldn't love to have a superstar like Rey Mysterio on the roster.
Why would you want to do something like he took a ride over the top rope, down to the floor, and out of this match? This is going to be honest.
There he goes! He's out of the match! He's a slippery devil.
I think these superstars are getting some feedback from the crowd, JR.
Nothing wrong with that, King. That's what we like to hear. He's not going to get caught with that one. A reversal. Can he capitalize on it? You're not going
up and over and out. Eliminate.
What a reversal. Boy, what a match.
Talk about adding insult to injury. Tossed out of the ring and the match.
Boy, when you look at these superstars, it really drives. Is that? Yes, that's an elimination.
I'll never understand what the big deal is about Batista. Looks like his hope of winning this one has been shattered, JR.
Can you dig it, sucker?
I think Matt Hardy's...
And there's the elimination. A textbook reversal there.
He countered that one perfectly.
And it's been reversed.
These fans can't stand it when he does this, JR, but I think it's great.
He's sure not going to win over any fans with that move, but I don't think that bothers him too much, quite frankly.
Well, you know what they say, JR. Pride goes before a fall. And from the looks of things, John Cena's got a heck of a fall ahead of him.
There aren't many superstars as diversely talented as John Cena. He's as good in the ring as he is in...
Well, there's one little superstar in this match now. JR. All's fair in love and war, JR. And I love it when this guy goes to war.
Whoever said that cheaters never prosper certainly never saw this man in action.
What a counter!
Sounds like this crowd's got something on their... That's one fewer superstar in this match.
There's the reversal.
I highly doubt that, King. We've seen Rey Mysterio get in the ring with some of the biggest, meanest superstars in all of sports entertainment, and he's won more than his fair share of matches against them.
I love the fact that these fans always cheer so loudly for Eddie Guerrero, a superstar who doesn't even try to hide the fact that he wins his matches by lying, cheating, and stealing.
It's a Guerrero family tradition, King. He's proud of it. And it's not something that Eddie tries to... He just got tossed out rather unceremoniously, in my opinion.
If I could figure out a way to say it, use it.
He's been removed from the ring and from contention in this match.
I know you're always complaining about Randy Orton's ego, JR, but let's face it, Orton was the youngest world heavyweight champion of all time. I think he's earned the right to be a little arrogant.
I'm not taking anything away from Orton's accomplishments, King, but no one's got a higher opinion of him than Orton himself. Sometimes I wish he'd just shut his mouth and show us what he's got.
It looks like he slowed the match down a little, and I think that's some good strategy right there.
It certainly is. I'm sure they're well acquainted with the old expression, fools rush in.
Is that why you always seem to be in such a hurry, JR?
I think I've been a little too much.
Oh, no! This is terrible! You can't let your opponent build this kind of momentum!
Well, all I can say is someone's been eating their vitamins and saying their prayer.
His opponent telegraphed that one. I've been looking forward to this match all night, JR. I can't believe it's finally underway.
This has been a hotly anticipated contest, and as far as I'm concerned, it's living up to the...
No question about that, JR. The fans certainly seem to be into it, that's for sure.
And when it comes down to it, that's all that matters.
I'd ask you who you want to win this matchup, JR, but it's been pretty obvious since the start of the show who you're pulling for.
He might as well start walking back to the locker room. He's out of this match. He countered that and made it easy.
How can Shawn Michaels keep calling himself the Heartbreak Kid? Does he really think he's still breaking hearts at his age?
King, I'm sorely tempted to say something about the pot and the kettle. But instead, I'll say that I think Shawn Michaels is like a fine wine. He's only improved with age.
I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first.
And Lord knows it's been up there for so long that that would be no easy. This is a classic matchup, King. I'm so glad that WWE fans are getting the...
I don't believe it! He's been eliminated!
Excellent. What ring presence.
I think I know who's going to win this one, JR.
Oh, really? Enlighten us, King.
Oh, sure! Now the fans start to cheer for him. Now that he's in the driver's seat.
Come on, King. He's had the crowd behind him. Oh, he doesn't look too happy about it. But an elimination is an elimination. This has to be cracked. It's
Over the top rope and down to the floor. That's an elimination. This match has the potential to be an instant classic, but I think these fans are too stupid to realize it.
How can you say that, King? How can you insult the intelligence of these...
He wasn't too gentle about throwing him out.
I think this crowd's giving these superstars a piece of their minds, King.
Are you sure they can afford it, JR? That's it. He's out of the ring, and that means he's out of the match, too.
That's it. The match is over for that particular superstar.
Watch out! He reversed it! You gotta respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar on the roster has had to make more sacrifices than any other professional athlete I know.
It really is like being married to your career. There's not much room for anything else.
And marriage is a subject which you happen to be something of an authority. Isn't that right, King?
Come on now, JR. A man doesn't know what true happiness is until he's married. And then it's too late. So what you're saying is, they love him because he's honest about being dishonest? That's so crazy, it just might be true. What does he think he's doing? He's just showing off for the crowd now.
He's wrestling the match his way. And I think it's going to pay off, mark my words.
Oh boy, fans have got something on their minds, JR.
Well, they paid for their tickets, King, and they've got a right to say whatever they want.
The way you say that, JR, it sounds like you're implying that he has a good side. And we both know that's not true.
Well, if he does have a good side, I've certainly never seen it. I don't think any of his opponents have either.
I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's not what they signed up for, King. And quite frankly, I think these fans would be disappointed if they didn't go all out.
Well, that's easy for the fans to say. They've never set foot inside that ring.
No, but they spend their hard-earned dollars to watch what goes on inside. And without them, we'll all be out of the way. You're right about that, King. Eddie Guerrero never had it easy. He had to fight tooth and nail for everything he ever accomplished. And I think that's one of the many reasons why fans love him the way they do.
You've got to give Big Show some credit, JR. He might be slow and clumsy, but at least he's not very...
Oh, you're a ring, King. I'd love to see you try to say that to the Big Show's face. I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible athletes these WWE superstars...
Look at him feeding off the energy from this capacity crowd. He's unstoppable.
You can't ever count on these fans, JR. They're fickle, and they'll abandon you in a heartbeat.
This capacity crowd is making their opinions known.
Oh, that one coming. You look at any professional sport you want, JR. You won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
You're not wrong, King. They compete every week until they are physically incapable of continuing. That's no off-season in the WWE.
We're not talking about running a ball down a field or slapping a puck into a net. This is serious physical competition.
It surely is. The toughest athletes in the world are on the WWE roster. That's a fact.
Boy, it's obvious these superstars have done their homework on each other.
They sure have, and this is one hell of an exam.
It's not their final exam, JR. I'd love to see them go at it again.
Well, if I think the fans have their way, you'll get your wish, King.
JR's not going to be happy about this one, folks. I think one of his favorites is going to get beat like the proverbial government mule.
I'm not playing favorites, King. I might have issues with certain superstars as human beings, but I respect their in-ring abilities nonetheless.
JR, you're so full and you've got diarrhea of the mouth and constipation of the brain.
I think this crowd has decided to exercise the right of free speech.
God bless the First Amendment, JR.
one of these superstars starts to build momentum, it could be the beginning of the end of this match.
That's right, JR. You don't see a lot of matches won with one or two big moves.
You sure don't. You've got to lay the groundwork first.
So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE.
But you've got to have a guess, right?
I might, but I'd rather keep it to myself. It's all the same to you, King.
After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for damn sure, King. The WWE superstars are trained professionals.
And even they don't walk away from every match in the best shape.
They sure don't. We've seen more than one superstar taken out of here on a stretcher.
Wow! Listen to these fans, JR!
You can fool some of the people all of the time, and all the people some of the time, but there's no fooling the WWE fans at all.
I can't believe he countered that one. He turned the tables on his opponent with that one.
I can't think of a superstar who's overcome the odds in a more dramatic way than Eddie Guerrero. Talk about earning your spot.
Couldn't agree more, JR. Eddie's what you call a real inspiration. No matter how bad things got, he never gave up.
And no stranger to dark times is Eddie Guerrero. But a man isn't judged by how far he falls, but by how hard he works to climb back up.
And by that standard,